Hello and welcome to the kimchicast. I haven't done this intro in a while now that I think about it, but I am Box Kimchi, the smartest moron you've ever met. And man, it sucks to be back to non-elimination, non-advancement matches, but it is the last day of no advancements or eliminations, as after today, every team will be on the verge of 3 wins or 3 losses. And so we got best of 3s for like 2 to 3 days. It's hype. And why not start it off with an insanely hype match, C9 versus T1? And I didn't think I would be saying this entering today. I knew C9 would probably be 1-1. I didn't think they would have impressed me almost. I feel like I'm being like I'm betraying something by saying I think T9 have looked really good. They have really shown up. I mean, the Mad Lions game, yes, you heard me that day. You heard me not at all happy. Nice Tibbers hat, by the way. I have the same Tibbers hat as we get into draft here. But you heard me really disappointed in C9 that they looked so they didn't look proactive at all against a very, very bad Mad Lions team that had no energy that day. But they came in against LNG 2 days ago in the 1-0 round and almost beat LNG, who are, I believe, or who were on the verge of taking down JDG in the 2-0 qualifying match or advancing matches. So C9 looked good, and T1 had an okay game against Gen G. It went as you expected in the end. Gen G roll over T1. But yeah, there's Zaya handed over. And a lot of people have been complaining that teams are way too willing to hand over the Rakan or the Zaya. First pick, nice hover Jimenez, or well, Fudge, I guess. Good hover Fudge. We've been seeing some pretty good hovers recently. Like Yike hovering Anivia for his mid laner, and there it is, the Rakan Orianna taken away, and that's all 3 of the power picks taken on the side of, taken in the game. We're gonna have 3 of the strongest champions at the tournament taken in first rotation. Whew, what's the answer? Silas is available. I want to make that clear. Silas is available here. And Zeus on the Rumble. We haven't seen a Rumble in so long. He's been banned away so often. But now, it's time. It's Zeus's Rumble. And the Jarvan taken. It was left open, and T1 will take full advantage of it. Sorry. And Zeri, with Kai'Sa available, will be taken by Berserker. Kai'Sa's available. Kallista's available, guys. Kalista was available, and you don't take it? I'm intrigued. I think they really need something incredible here, because I don't think Berserker's on the level of Guma. Nautilus and Cassante banned away. Nautilus. Very good choice for a ban. Pretty strong all around and good into Rakan, so it's good bans by C9. But okay. I was going to say Berserker's too good for C9. He does not deserve, or he does not belong in NA. He belongs on a Korean team where his talents can be truly used to the fullest. But still not better than Guma. Should be in Korea. And Alistar taken away, another strong pick into the Rakan, another strong pairing for Zaya. Gone. And the Rel will be taken away. They don't want to hand over an R4 rel, fair enough. And Jax taken here. And into the Rumble, it's not the best matchup for Fudge. Rumble is taken, so this is going to be Fudge confident in his abilities. I don't think... I mean, haven't led him astray so far in the tournament. So, fair. And ball hard for Carria, and now we are cooking at Worlds. I thought the Zeri was cooked. I thought Zeri Lulu was cooked yesterday, but Bard has made his appearance, and as I said earlier, Silas available into the Orianna for Faker. You bet your yeeks he is taking it. And now it's Bel'Veth. I've not seen Blabber on Bel'Veth in a long time. I think it was spring the last time we saw a Blabber play this champion. And not a lot of people play it. Not a lot of people are playing Bel'Veth in general. We did see one yesterday or 2 days ago, I believe. I think it was yesterday we saw one from Yike. It did not work out as they got steamrolled in game 2 by Gen G. But Bel'Veth, still, the players are kind of testing out. There's still some unknowns about the meta as the players are getting more and more comfortable playing it. As you see, lots less Renekton. Not as much Renekton, not as much Kai'Sa as we've been seeing throughout the rest of the tournament. So the meta's still evolving, and the players still adapting to it. Or not even adapting to it. The players still testing out the meta and seeing what they want to play with it. I'm intrigued what the Bel'Veth brings to the table here. Because Bel'Veth is not very popular right now in any form of play. So this is a very interesting draft from Blabber, who doesn't have many games of Bel'Veth in his career even. Like... And it's best of 1 again. This is not a best of 2. We got 4 games, 4 best of 1s lined up here for today. And so this is the most important game of your tournament. You win... You get a chance of advancing. You lose, you risk going home. They have a Korean on the roster, you mean? Oh, no, Amenez. 2 Koreans on the roster, I forgot. I don't think Amenez was ever signed with the Korean roster, oddly enough. I'm in draft. This is draft. Whoops. Sorry. I don't think so. I could be wrong. I remember he was signed Turkey, or is it Australia? He was in Oceania. Oceania? Oceania. And Faker gonna get this ward onto Blabber? And, yep, spotted out. Good job. And Amenez using a pretty good choice of Ori skin. Has the whale. Has the Orca Ball. Good choice. My personal favorite of the Pool Party Orianna chromas. And Amenez should be able to get control early of this wave. Not of wave, of this lane. Faker's just not really easy to clear. Level 1. Level 2 will make it a lot easier, though. Not going to get many first strike procs because, yeah, that. I should play more Orianna. That's all I've gotten out of this. Meanwhile, this bot lane, why'd I say, T1 getting the push. Blabber spotted out now. Is he going... He's heading into Owner's jungle, and Owner's fully aware of this, and he's just going to throw down this board so he knows that he's going onto his bot side. Or, well, Blabber should know Owner's going to his bot side jungle now because doesn't see a blue buff. And he can assume that he cleared that first as Jarvan. And Fudge overextending, and Zayu's going to get a nice chunk of damage onto him. Zeus is also very pushed in, though. And nice stun landing, but there's no feathers down for Guma to be able to root up Guma Yushi. Or what? To root up Berserker. Why did I mix them up there? They're not even similar. That proxy will work out well for Fudge. Still gets the early back, and that's all that matters, really, because he's just going to... Actually, he's waiting for gold. Keria finds Sven, and he's going to walk it. He's going to walk it out. Top Scuttle's still an option. Berserker doesn't panic, stays cool, avoids getting stunned. And well played there by Berserker to not die or burn his sums, really. No flanks, really. That ward's going to expire. And Zeus doesn't really take that much damage. The Audacious Bravery Shield blocks a good amount of it. And the Scuttle, if the Scuttle goes over too far, Owner will be spotted out. But now Owner's going to be spotting out Blabber, who's going to... and smites away Blabber's big bird. And now... good position here for Jimenez, or not for Jimenez, for T1 in this jungle. Is he going to keep going? He is. He's going to try and kill Blabber here. Just running straight at him. Sidesteps everything. Flash for the flash from Blabber. Zeus had to spend some time pushing to get over. And Keria just goes in. Does not care. Nice route after the fact for Guma to get a nice trade of damage. But oh my goodness, Keria wants this play so badly. He's gone for it twice now. And they're just going to dive. Fudge. And first blood over to Owner. You can enter the counter-strike, but the Flame Spitter will still be hitting you. And, yeah, Fudge, not much you could do there, buddy. The Equalizer under the turret is it's just too hot to handle. Carry it. Contest him. Come on. And Blabber just has to give that up. Jimenez not really pushed up. Faker right there. Saw Faker. Keria. Saw Keria as well right there. So Blabber just surrenders that. And Zeus coming in hot. Audacious Bravery Shield. Faker has the ultimate is the thing. Gets the shockwave, forces flash out of Jimenez though. And good for him. Doesn't use anything besides a shockwave. And now T1 should be able to get this Mountain Drake, no problem. It's easy peasy. Now Sven getting jumped onto Keria. Berserker just walking forward against Guma. Does not get all of it, but still is in a very advantageous position there. And 2 control wards should be gone pretty easily. And Zeus zoning Fudge with the wave. Or zoning Fudge off of the wave. Carrier just going in. Owner has ulti, and Blabber just might have to give this over. Yep, this red buff just going to go over to Owner for now. Guma doesn't get the root, and now Carrier getting jumped onto as the lightning crash came through for Berserker already. But the Featherstorm's still available for Guma here. So it's not the worst trade. Zeus just trolling Blabber here. Not letting Blabber back for as long as possible. And Owner's just going to have to give this over, though. Or just going to have to back off of it. And Carrier steals the way. It should be C9 getting control here as well, with their support already rotated up. Carrier's on his way. Nice portal. Sven doesn't know where Blabber is, so if Zeus oversteps here, or Owner goes too far forward, but Fudge jumping onto Zeus, but the Equalizer is going to force them to back up. The Grandmaster at Arms already used too. Owner jumping onto Sven. The Cataclysm catches two. A nice stun from Carrier. And there goes the ulti from Bard. And the Fate Sealed. That's not what it's called. The Fate Sealed is not what it is. But Zeus chases down Fudge. Flash for the kill with the overheat. And Zeus is 2-0-2 with the double kill in the top lane. And now Guma just going to have Berserker run at him. And Berserker can't really do anything. Guma has Featherstorm, is forced to use it. Was probably using it as the threatening tool to finish the kill there. Faker using the quickness. And now, this is exactly where... Tempered Fate. It's Tempered Fate. I knew that one already. I did know that one already. But T1 are right where they want to be. In such good control, such good position now from this fight. C9 thought they had the jump on Zeus, but the Equalizer immediately makes sure they don't. Owner just getting away there. And then this Tempered Fate to really just stop anything C9 could have possibly done. As they just couldn't do any damage, and it was just Sven all alone in the top lane with a rumble. And now Carrier goes for it again. Will he get it? No. Just really likes this play. And there's the back coming through from the Snowman Bard. And now with a 3k gold lead at 11. Just T1. Complete control. And you see that. Look at the win prob. Which I don't really... Again, win probability, not a massively useful stat all the time. In a game state like this, it's kind of hard. So... This early in the game, win prob doesn't mean too much. But it is a good thing when it's favoring you still. And Blabber found at the top side, so this means it's go time for T1 on the Drake, second of the game. They have all three major objectives now. And Blabber's just going to steal the Grom. And Equalizer onto the wave from Zeus, getting a bit of damage onto Fudge, but now he's just going to go and find Blabber. And Gromp missing. And now this bot turret should be going down. Owner should be confident dropping this Herald soon. But if not, just platings. Yep. It's just going to be another plate over to T1. And now Carrier and Owner rotating over to the mid lane. Looking for some, maybe. Menace, but Sven's gonna get jumped on. The Cataclysm out. The quickness, he doesn't have a grand entrance. There's no one to battle dance to, and Owner's gonna go on a killing spree as he traps Sven in the box. Or a box, not the box, obviously. And now Fudge jumping onto Zeus. Grandmaster at Arms out. Zeus might just have to run away. Fudge doesn't really have anything here, though. So now it's time for Zeus to turn around and try and fight it. And in the end, it's a one trade for Zeus as he gets his ulti out. No equalizer even up. Owner just leaving. Owner just walking away right through Sven and Jimenez. They can't do anything. And just, holy. And now Zeus continuing to clear these waves out as he is 14 CS ahead. Two cannon waves ahead of Fudge. And then great magical journey. Catches Sven out of position. Forces out a flash. I really need to sneeze, and it's the worst feeling in the world. And look at that lane econ. Faker hasn't really been much on the map this game, along with Jimenez, who's kind of just been chilling in lane farming. Meanwhile, Zeus and Owner have a pair of double kills, or have a pair of kills at least, and all 5 kills are on their top jungle. So T1. I mean, it's not the worst place to have your gold. And now Fudge flashes right onto the equalizer and the Cataclysm. And there's the kill coming through. He just survives. But Demacian Standard says, no, you don't. And now Faker's just going to walk away here as Blabber's going to try and steal some camps away. But it's not looking like it's going to work out super well. They do have the threat of people coming down. That just means he can't go anywhere. Owner just gapping Blabber so far. Same level, 2,200 gold ahead on kills alone. Just on kills. It's just insane. Fudge 0-3 now. He's been getting the smackdown from T1. 2 or 3 of the fights have revolved just around Fudge's lane. And farm. Sven spots out Carrier. And it will be a 4th major objective, along with 2 towers, over to T1. $16 minutes in, 6,000 gold ahead of you. It's time for C9 to start digging deep to find solutions. As 30 seconds away from Drake spawn, they're going to try and catch out Faker. It's not going to happen. They're going to go catch bot wave instead. And T1, even without entry into the river right now, are in a good spot. And they look so much better than they did against Genji. Are C9 going to be able to find an angle? Owner's 2 levels ahead of Blabber now. Spotted out. Sven needs to find the angle. Here comes Fudge with the teleport from top lane. Owner going to get airborne. Going to get comboed around. Shockwaved. but he's still going to survive for the time being. Meanwhile, Blabber has been caught out, has to flash away. The equalizer finds 3. It's going to be the Drake for T1, but it might be the team fight for... Oh, Carrier, what a flash! Q! Tempered Fate. It's a double kill for Zeus. Not for Zeus. It's an ace for T1. Double kills across the board. And Zeus goes on a killing spree. And 11-0 and 3 Drakes to none. I am bobbling it all over the place. But T1 are doing so well. They look incredible this game. Haven't given C9 a single inch. C9 misses their chance to, or will capitalize on their chance to punish, but they just can't layer it in time. Owner's able to get away, then Blabber has to flash out, so that just gives entrance to the to the smite. Equalizer gets so much damage onto Berserker, and then an incredible flash Q flash by Carrier. Tempered Fate catches the turret, also catches, I believe, Jimenez, but it doesn't really matter because now C9 aren't really in a position to do anything, and T1 have the health bars to juggle aggro. And now, Sven, not going to get found by Carrier. This is just a beatdown now. 19 minutes. They're pushing the inhibitor turrets. Berserker falls to Gumayushi, who goes on a killing spree. And T1 are just toying with C9. And now the Herald, surely in the top lane, will secure that top tier 2, and T1's only solace is a bot tier 2. So now, what on earth do they do? All this has happened, 12 kills, 11,000 gold, and 3 dragons, 5 turrets. Baron just spawned for the first time. What are C9 to do? As I think T1 are just going to go for it. Kings of the Baron pit, they are more than confident to just start this Baron. And Sven spotted out. And I don't even think there's an angle. I don't even think there's a sliver there. And they will break the perfect game. The first objective will fall for C9 or for T1. They will break the perfect game with a turret. But for T1, they're 12,000 gold ahead. I don't think it was about the perfect game. I think it was about the win more than anything else. And this will be another inhib falling. I was hoping for the perfect game, but honestly, you can't really expect it. Blabber spotted out. Needs to start running. Oh, the Super Mega Blast Cone finds a way for Owner to get all the way across the entire rock. Airborne's Blabber puts him in the circle of doom, and Owner is godlike. 7-0-6 this game. Just oh shoot, that's not good. Absolute domination from T1 so far, and I don't think this game is going to go on much longer. They're just a minute out from the fastest game at this tournament, Faker, with no real chance to get into this game, or to get in there. Just throws the ulti out to switch it out for a new one. And will they beat their rivals in Gen G? The first Nexus turret falls. The second Nexus turret falls. C9 are just trying to avoid being put in the book for this tournament. And it doesn't even seem like it's going to be close. They get Fudge. Carrier even gets in on the killing phone. Owner lands a nice flag and drag. Sven dies as Gumayushi goes on a rampage. Featherstorm out. And T1 have the fastest game at the World Championships now as they go 2-1 in just 22 minutes against C9. And that's gotta hurt. Ooh, C9 are now in the books so far, for the time being, for the fastest loss at the World Championships so far. This World Championships, not overall. I think the fastest at the World Championships is 19. I want to say it's like 19 or 18. But for T1, it looks so damn good as they roll over C9 in game 1. Whoa, why am I... Sorry, I apologize, but they are just smacking. They smacked C9 up and down the rift. There wasn't even an angle for them to enter the game. They had a perfect game through 20-something minutes, I believe. Yeah, they had a perfect game through like 20 minutes, 30 seconds, I believe. I'm trying to say 21, but I was like, the game ended so fast. And so that is, I mean, that's brutal. Because, ow. So, with that brutal loss out the way, as C9 now face elimination, I believe on Monday. No. As C9 face elimination on probably Wednesday, I don't know the schedule, and T1 are on the brink of advancing. NRG and Mad will now face off to see which will reign supreme in the slightly less meaningful battle of NAEMEA. Look, it's the third part. It's the second best of one after NA lost. So NA's already down 3-1. It's going to be on NRG to try and get closer to tipping the scales and even. But more importantly, once again, the winner goes to the advancement match, or the 2-1 advancement matches. And we're back for game 2. NRG versus Mad. NA versus EU, EMEA, whatever the hell you want to call it. These two regions restore the rivalry again as we are getting straight into the draft. Both of these teams have a weird trajectory. Get stomped in game 1, have a pretty solid game 2. If you're NRG, curb stomp the team you've already run through in... Oh, was it LUA? That's all. Yeah, LUA is also played, but curb stomp Team Liquid. For Mad, it was beat Team BDS clean. So... one of these two teams will be 2-1. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how either of these two teams are going to fucking survive being 2-1. I think they're going to get swallowed whole. I just don't think the chances of either of them advancing are very high. So far, the only team there... But yeah, the only team there is T1, so the odds are not in their favor. And there's Dokla getting his usual hovers in. He did this all LCS finals, and Dokla is still having fun with it. Not as strong of a reaction from the Korean crowd, though. Oh, the NA crowd, we were booing every time he hovered Yumi and cheering every time he hovered Akshan. It was great. And it's going to be Maokai, though. Contracts has played a ton of Maokai throughout the LCS season, as has... most jungles. And it's going to be Rumble instantly locked. And oh, and we have pick ban stats. Holy piss riot. Why now? Why so long? We're at the end of the Swiss stage almost. And you just got your pick ban stats in? You didn't even use them for game 1. Why are you like this? Damn it. It's gonna be nice, to see the win rate, so I don't have to pull them up from memory. And there's the 8 and 7 Jace. Its win rate is going down. Stop losing. And there's Kaisa. We haven't seen Kaisa all day. And there's the Jarvan, who's actually lost more than he's won so far. Elyoya had a speaking of Jarvan, Elyoya had a terrible game of Jarvan to start the season, or to start Worlds. It's already Christmas adds up, dudes. Halloween hasn't even passed. Oh my god. Ow. The Jarvan. Elyoya did throw on the Jarvan to start this tournament for the Mad Lions. I'm losing to Talia jungle. Yone banned away from Palafox. What? Final ban of the game. Sivir banned away. With the Kalista banned away, with the Xayah banned away, Sivir is not a bad ban. You've seen Sivir come in as this kind of C tier, as this alternative to the Kalista choice. And Zeri, actually. Zeri is probably the most popular in the Swiss stage for alternative ADCs, as opposed to the Ezreal, which was popular in the play-in stage, and it was terrible. And it's going to be the first Neela. Wow, I was not expecting Neela here because I don't think anyone was really playing her before. I mean, I don't even think anyone was playing her before Worlds, even. Like, I really don't. Like, if I go Summer Split. Sorry, I'm just going to look for Neela really quick. We've seen... We have seen a handful of it, actually. And will be the Rel Silas coming through? Sorry, I was looking this up. We've only seen a handful of games. We've seen 43 games of Neela this season. She is... MSC, what? Anyways. We've seen 10 games of Neela in the competitive... in Pro. Or in major regions. LCK, LPL, LEC. I'll actually add in these guys. 21. 11 and 10. Don't believe Carzzy is one of them. Oh, wow. Ironically, the most recent game of Neela is Carzzy going 4-2-5 in a loss to G2 at the season finals. So, there you go. So, Carzzy's done well in the champion, just not won with it. It's just really not... It's just such a new champion that it was really hard. Like, there have been some absolutely insane games and some absolutely terrible games. Gumayushi has gone... went 7-0 on it. Leave went 2-8 on it. Like, it's a very mixed bag. That is a sick... Dude, that guy's a dope beard. What? But now it's really up to what version of Neela are we going to see. We've seen very good Neelas from players at this tournament and lose. We've seen good ones that win, and we've seen good ones that... Or bad ones that get rolled absolutely as hard as humanly possible. So what on earth is the version of Neela that we will get? What is the version of Neela we're going to get? here, and something was unplugged on the monitor there that the refs are plugging in really quickly for the Mad Lions. For not Hilly. Oh, my back itches. Apparently something was off. Okay, that's a weird one. NRG greater than the Sad Lions. Let's go. And for... Oh, there's the Riot Store bag, actually. It's a very good bag. I want that. What? I want that bag. It's a Teemo bag. It's a tote bag with Teemo on it. I want it. The Mad Lion, that's a really good Mad Lions. The Chad Lions, no. That's adorable, though. Is that a Korean Mad Lions fan? It is adorable. It had the LEC crown on it, so I was really happy. It was a tiny lion with the LEC crown. I do love the fans' drawings of the Mad Lions because they're usually just crappy lion drawings, and they're amazing. But NRG, I do think, have an upper hand in terms of something. I don't know. I think Papa arrived KC. A lot of K-Core fans are here now that K-Core has been officially in the now is officially in the LEC. But I do think the Mad Lions have advantage in terms of experience and probably overall execution, as first trick will be Infernal. But I think NRG have advantage in the terms of momentum. They are coming in white hot, and the Mad Lions are coming in slightly less hot. Palafox hits the chains. The flash, mount up, and now Ayoya's gonna have to flash away here. The burn will not get the kill, but Palafox will get the kill. It's immediate first blood at under 1 minute. And now NRG have the fastest first blood at this tournament. Good job, NRG. Good job. But more importantly, Silas has a kill now in the early game and has a Dark Seal. That is terrifying. And, oh boy, LCS LEC, is this going to be it? This could be a sign of the times. Elyoya also flashless now, most importantly. Whew. That's going to be a really big deal. Because Ignar's not going to care about his flash. He's Rel. And Palafaker returns. I forgot about it. I really hope this game is... I kind of hope and do not hope this game is as long or goes as fast as that first T1 game. Because I don't think I want to play through all this. I don't want to sit through this long match. But nice trade there from Palafox. But Nissy's going to be able to immediately answer it and get rid of a first strike there. That was it. Just new. Good play there by NRG to really set it up. They knew Elyoya walked forward, and once they got that, just boom. Jumped on him, killed him. Good. All for a flash on your Rel, which has Hex Flash. Fine. Chasey gonna block it with the Audacious Bravery Shield. I don't actually know what the name of that ability is. I don't know the name of that ability. It's the Audacious Bravery Shield, okay? The Scrap Shield. Audacious Bravery Shield. Ignar cooking with that Hex Flash right there. Doesn't hit. The chains do not connect either. Oh, Yoya coming in. Spotted out on vision. So we'll have to just back off. But now Contracts knows he's up here, so this might be... Nope. Just giving it up. Just gives it all the way up. I do want to see how this Neela goes, because this is the first international Neela game. It belongs to Mr. Carzy. He has played the last 2 Neela games now, and he did good. He did well enough. I did not notice the Jace coming through. I thought that was a mid Jace, actually, but I forgot Silas was drafted. Big Dokes. Elyoya is up here using his favorite skin. Using, actually, my preferred preferred skin for Jarvan. I do prefer the Fnatic Jarvan skin, actually. I just like how the Lance feels. Palo Faker coming up, and this might be a recall cancel from Chase, or not from Chasey. This is definitely a recall cancel here. Yep. Oh, yo. But Palo Faker just jumping forwards. Now Palo Fox might need to flash away, but Dokla's here. Oh, Yoya, does he have the flag and drag available? No, but it will be Ignite burned on Chasey. And flash burned. I didn't even notice the flash out. Chasey. That's tough. Niski will take advantage of this. Hilly is up here. There's not much Hilly can do. And flash. What a bait by Hilly. That's a good job, Hilly. Sometimes Hilly's psychotic plays work out. They have a history of working out pretty well. NRG's FBI. We haven't talked about FBI this game. He has an assist, but he will get the Scuttle Crab for his team. Contracts looks at him funny. Carzzy, a bit of a level, just with the level lead because of that champion. I'm impressed we haven't seen more Nilo with just a meta revolving around bot lane. It's exactly what you would want when you get your ADC ahead. Hilly doesn't have flash now. Or no, Hilly does. Wrong guy. Hilly has flash. Dokla going to land the shock blast onto Chasey there, so good trade back. And this will be first dragon over to NRG. Just very well played here by NRG in the early game. Hilly's going to show up, but there's no Elyoya in sight. Unless Hilly has the world's strongest Alistar Q. The world's strongest Alistar headbutt. Don't think it's going to happen. Niski's looking to come topside. Equalizer out. And now Elyoya is going to just stand here. Niski's coming top lane. There's no wave. They need to hit everything here perfectly. And Niski's going to tank the turret, so Chasey will secure the kill with the overheat auto attacks. And now, just really well played there. It wasn't really telegraphed. Niski was off vision for most of that. And a good Weaver's Wall to send himself top lane. Off vision. And they know that 3 are down at the Drake pit. Should have jumped onto Elyoya. Just immediately. I would have did it. Well played by Mad Lions to even up this game. And now it's only a turret, or not even a turret, a dragon diff. And Carzzy already level 6. That's the power of this Nilo bot lane. Level 7. Man, that champion's passive is stupid. Remember, it's what made this is what made Mordekaiser really strong as a bot laner. It's a stupid passive that gave him XP. They gotta fight. This is not an LCK game. Come on. This isn't an LCK game. They should be fighting. Well, speaking of fighting, Dokla might be fighting against a brick wall. The Cataclysm with the equalizer. We've seen this one before, but now there's a seismic shove in there. But Palafox is up here. Might be able to steal away the equalizer here. Will. Chasey trying to run away. The equalizer lands onto nobody, though, but still secures a kill onto Chasey. But now FBI's running. Where's the... Oh, Apotheosis already burned out. Hilly going into Unbreakable Will here. And all ultimates out of the bot lane. Cleanse out. Ghost out. Still ghosting. Ignore. There's still flashes available on 3 members, though. Could have threw that. Oh, that ulti should have been thrown further. Hilly can take a good chunk of damage. Karzi goes into the ability name that makes you unable to be hit by auto attacks. Team-wide Jax. Team-wide Jax Counter-Strike. Jubilant Veil. Yeah, it's a dumb ability. It's a really stupid ability. Seriously, what the hell were they thinking? Ayoya coming bot lane. And Ignar knows. Stares at Ayoya, but can't tell. And now, no Cataclysm, but they could dive here. Teleport coming in from, I believe, Dokla here. No, it's Palafox, so the stun crash down will secure the kill onto Hylissang for FBI. Ooh, and that's not who you think. That's not what you want to see. Oh, Dokla getting traded hard by Niski. So much damage. Does he have enough? Just not enough. The Weaver's Wall coming in, though. Niski going to secure the kill on the Dokla, but will he be able to escape? Contracts, who throws down the Nature's Grasp, dodges the seismic shove. And no, doesn't have enough rocks to throw. And Contracts will trade it back and get the Demonic Embrace. There is some value. Ayoya getting traded under turret. And Palafox has Unbreakable Will. He could just dive this. Teleport coming in from Dokla now. And this is just everyone wants to fight. Chasey lands a massive 3-man Apotheosis. And now Palafox gets shut down and Karzi has been enabled. And this is just the longest fight in the world. Palafox dies. No, Dokla dies top lane, teleports to come back into a fight. Wasn't able to keep fighting, though. Hilly going to get hit, but the Unbreakable Will not out. The roar and the accelerated shock blast into the plasma. Not into the plasma. I mean, into the plasma proc with the Void Seeker, and Chasey's just going to siege. And this is such a long fight. My goodness. Such a long fight. And somehow, we're only on second Drake. Palafox and Chasey are fighting now, but here comes Ayoya. A nice equalizer down. The Cataclysm. Chasey just has enough health to survive the Scorch, though. And now there's a Herald coming here with Dokla. And what is this game? 2 plates over to Contracts and Palafox. Or not Palafox, Dokla. I am just in awe. Holy cow, that was a sneeze I was holding for so long. So for Palafox, it's a good start. But the issue is, Ayoya's here and Chasey's able to stall. You didn't have the burst to get Chasey down, so you probably should have just left him after a certain point. Oh, my nose. Sorry. A game that started so well for Palafaker has turned into something a bit more sour. You see the Collector coming through for Karzi here. I'm really sorry. I really have to like sneeze. Holy. Niski has no idea. Palafox going to land the root. The crash down with the Magnet Storm. And Palafox, to add insult to death, steals the Gromp away from Niski, and that's the plays you should be making here. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, it's gross. Turret goes down for Chasey here for the first turret, actually. And doesn't see the ward go down. So Niski just gets jumped on. Chasey might be in danger here. Here comes Palafox. Flash. Chasey steals the equalizer. Palafox steals the equalizer, just throws it into where? Like, Palafox, that's your second equalizer, and you still can't land it. That is 2 ultimates, 2 equalizers that are mostly awful. Topside tier 1 will be in danger. I don't know if it's going to go down here, though. No, it's not going to go down, but that bot tier 1 also standing pretty tall for the time being. The fight is coming up. Palafox has teleport available, so no need to even worry about the Weaver's Wall. They already have 4 members there. Niski is going to be free to teleport. Palafox, or not Palafox, Dokla answering the bot side push. Contract starting up the Rift Herald here. Do they change how blue trinket works? And the Nature's Grasp just gonna back them away. And that's really it. And now it's kind of just time to push and wait for Drake. Oh. Why did it do that? That's interesting. Okay, sorry. I was looking into far side alteration. I did not notice it changed, actually. Or I didn't notice the second half changed. It's mostly the same. But it is slightly different now. Dies after 3 seconds. Automatically. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. And the Apotheosis catches nobody. The Flash, but the crash down with the Magnet Storm will. The Equalizer coming to try and back NRG up. Ignar's going insanely low right now. Karzi will fall to Dokla. But now they're just going to be able to run it. FBI with the Killer Instinct. Alyoya will get Dokla a double kill. Double kill for FBI. The turret goes down. Hilly will shut down FBI. Palafox will ace Mad Lions, though, at the 1750 mark. And NRG, I mean, mostly just let Karzi kill himself there. Karzi just walks into them. Look at this. Karzi thinks he has the angle. Boop. Double flash. And a flash trade's nice, except for the fact that your whole team is now getting jumped on by Palafox. And now you're getting jumped on by FBI. And then Haley, yeah, Contracts might have just left his ADC out to die there, but it's perfectly fine. Shutdown going onto an Alistar isn't much of a threat. And NRG find the fight to get their 3rd dragon. Again, this is what this win is. This is your most important game for the time being, because winning this means you avoid elimination for another game, but there's a pause. Interesting pause. I'm hearing us. No, sorry. That was the wrong point. It's just absolutely wild, this game so far. But it wasn't in 16 minutes. Oh boy. Is that the fastest game? I mean, what is there to say? I mean, NRG are playing insanely well for what I honestly expected of them at this World Championships. Ooh, sorry. Football is on the side, and that's pretty big plays. But, I mean, NRG. How is NRG finding that fight? I'm just honestly impressed they got that. Because that fight started, it looked like it was going to be very bad, but once Neela lost that, once Carzzy lost that big ultimate that really would have allowed him to go really off in that fight. Like, if he got that, that's so much damage onto FBI immediately that it's just a danger. But the issue still stands that Mad Lions also had their carry go insanely overextended as we are back into the game, actually. It will be a nice Nature's Grasp onto only Hillsong in the end, but sorry. It felt really bad because that was, Ignar overextending a little bit, and that's just gonna be the end of Ignar here. Oh wait, FBI overextends hard. There is no flash from the earlier play, and shut down onto Carzzy. And just when I was saying your Neela overextends and gives access to everybody in your back line, Neela the Mad Lions find Ignar and FBI way overextended and disrespecting. And now Dokla teleports into everybody, headbutted into 4, and Mad Lions find 4 overextensions from NRG back to back, and that's just gonna be so dangerous here because now NRG have to enter the pit. That was mostly good. But now the fight begins. Elyoya jumps forward onto Palafox, and Chasey will secure the kill. Carzzy's going a bit low, but it's not going to really matter. Hilly's just trying to stop Contracts from getting into the pit, and he will not. Smite secured by Elyoya, but Contracts will find the first kill. Chasey gets caught out here. Chasey drops the Cataclysm, but gets shut down by Contracts, and that's why you're running AP, baby. So 2 kills in return. Onto the Maokai isn't the worst, but you lose the Baron, and you lose 4 members of your team now. Just so overextended. And then just throw that to Leowald to get you in there. And that's just so much money. The thing is, Hilly, or not even Hilly, Carzzy, Niski, and Chasey are going to have so much money to spend now. Getting 2 bounties in that fight is absolutely huge. Compared to just Contracts. Because Palafox is here. Throws down the Equalizer, not bad. But now they need to find an answer, and it's going to be in the death of Hilly. And eventually in the death of Chasey here, who blocks the ulti, but we're going straight into a fight, and this TP might just sunk, but it's not actually that bad. Nature's Grasp catches only 1. Ignar in the middle of nowhere. Again, the Apotheosis is going to find nobody, but a nice Cataclysm will only send Elyoya to his doom as FBI takes him out. And now it's the calm after a very intense 1-1 trade. As Palafox is looking for the angle. Oh, Niski takes a good chunk of damage there from the accelerated shock blast. And now Mad have pushing power, though. They have the health bars. Contracts doesn't have the Nature's Grasp just yet. A massive seismic shove into 2. Contracts is going to fall here to Carzzy as the equalizer does so much damage. Carzzy going insanely low. This is their chance to turn it back. FBI, but gets hit by the seismic shove. And it's just Dokla against the world now as double kill for Niski. And the blue turret falls in mid lane. And now Mad are pretty much even with NRG, and this is just not looking good for the North American champions. The LCS champions, they're faltering. Palafox with the not awful engage in the end, but Ignar's just out in the middle of no man's land. And then Elyoya, in response, joins him in the middle of no man's land. But this fight, NRG keep overextending and getting caught by these massive seismic shoves every time. And then this engage does so much damage to the Mad Lions, but there's no chance for FBI to avoid that seismic shove with the way he's walking. He's already tracked. Niski already threw it on top of him, and he has no movement abilities available. And it says NRG has a chance of winning this, but that's only from Soul. This is so much closer than this win chart would ever say. I will say, yes, the dragon stacking's good, but this is not looking good for Palafox, meanwhile. Equalizer is just useless here. And this guy might be just bad. Just really bad ulti there, all things considered. And teleport just wasted from Dokla. And he's going to sit with the team here. And now it's really, what are NRG going to do? They can't really enter anything. It's just going to be farm up, wait for 1:30. But Mad are just, they're hounding them right now. Mad are just absolutely destroying them. Because now Mad have found the angles back into the game. They have 3 items on their ADC now, and that's going to be really, really big. Shadow Flame on Chasey. So he's going to do bonus damage based on how much health you're missing. And it's just not what you want. Oh. Yeah. Oh, based on how low your health gets. Fine. That's different than what I said. Fair enough. But now he's just, yeah, he's just going to be able to finish off fights. Nilo with Collector is really going to be able to finish off fights. Flash forward from not from Carzzy, from FBI. Dash forward from Carzzy, that was. That was just too perfectly timed that the yellow particles showed up. Palafox will be on his 3rd item as opposed to Niski, who is not quite finished with his not finished with his death cap as he forewent death, or not death cap, but he went for a void staff actually and a Leandry's, which is just a more expensive combo than Everfrost and Hourglass. And now Hourglass finished for Chasey, just gonna be that much harder to kill with, it's just that much tankier with excess, with AP to spare. And that ward's literally in the wall. What? Yeah, it's gone. The Hex Drinker coming out. We're going to see a Wit's End, and Maul Malmortis, I believe, actually. Not a Wit's End. Niski, not going to get caught out, but going to find Elyoya with a nice stun to the face. Ow. That one hurt. Ignar is just on his way to find the fastest way to die, it seems. Yeah, it's only Maul. What? what is this build from FBI? Actually, wait. Hold on. So I was looking into it, and it has both. Hex Trigger only builds into one item. And Mad Lions are back into their own jungle. But you look at it, and he has Zeal. So what is he building? He's not building 2 items at once. And all this setup, NRG just going to get... Or not NRG, Mad Lions just going to reset here. And Longsword finished for Karzi. Or Longsword bought for Karzi. Niski still only on the 2 blasting... Or needlessly large rods. Spear Shojin finished for Elyoya. But that's really all they got. And they're just going to block Palafox from returning here. And he's going to have his own ulti. And forced to flash. And straight into everybody. What a Weaver's Wall from Palafox. And now NRG are in such a bad spot because they're going to just... Because now they just can run at them for the Drakes, or to prevent Drake Soul from proccing, or from being completed. "20 seconds to go. That Drake is gone, NRG, and they're just going to go for the Baron, and this is such a risky... This is such a bad play. Not even just risky, just bad. This is not what you want. Because now NRG are going to have to flip in the Baron 4v5. Palafox is back, actually. Nature's Grasp. They're going to get this. And NRG get the Baron, and now Mad have an answer. Possibly, maybe not. FBI going to land the Void Seeker. It's going to seem... Mad can't pull the trigger here unless they want Karzi to be in a shallow grave in his base. Hilly could take a bit of damage now. He doesn't really care. And FBI will finish the Runons and is looking to mob Malmortius here already. And honestly, somehow NRG make the wrong play, or make a questionable play, and end up being perfectly fine. This ult sucks. No matter how you cut it, this ult sucks. What? Like, what the heck? Sorry, I'm just very... I was actually doing something. Now with Jace, 2.5 items, able to really start smacking him down. This equalizer actually going to be useful. Good job, Palafox. His second equalizer of the game, as it lands onto the wave and allows them to continue pushing and prevents Mad from pushing forwards. Hilly's got to take a good chunk of damage here. Abyssal Mask really is strong here. And now the ulti coming in from Niski. Karzi's going to find 3 with his ultimate. And that could actually be so much damage coming in. Niski needs to find the shots, though. Contracts going low. Karzi has the first kill of the fight. The Killer Instinct out, but Dokla has so much damage. But the actual equalizer into the seismic shove is huge. Triple kill for Niski. Or not Niski, Karzi. Niski will take the 4th kill. Over the wall and far away. Ignar's running. Just, there's it. That's it. There's no finish on it. Ignar's just running. It's not gonna... They're not really gonna care, as they're gonna get a tier 2 out of this in mid lane. And so well played from Mad. 4 for 2. And another triple kill. Just absolutely massive. And this was good. Ignar's going low. Elyoya's just jumping in, but this is what saves this fight for Mad. Look at that equalizer and look at that seismic shove. Niski steals the kill because he's a bum. It just massive from the Mad Lions. And still, this is pretty even in the damage charts. Palafox, despite his really bad equalizers, does have the lead in damage. Niski right there with him. This is a fist fight of a game. 38 kills is pretty close to the most in the tournament. I believe JDG and Billy might have had the most. Or like JDG, BDS. No. This already surpassed that. This is just such a punch in the face of a game for these guys. And now Deathcap finished on Niski, and the damage is only going to go up. He's building towards that hourglass. Where's Hilly coming in? Niski's here. And massive accelerated shock blast onto Niski for almost half his health. The Drake is up in 4. They need to find a fight. Palafox going to teleport back the second he can, unless he really needs to stick around. But otherwise, it's going to be tough. Drake already started. Dokla just getting jumped on by Hilly. The Nature's Grasp is out. And there's FBI jumping in with the Killer Instinct. Elyoya has no one around him, though. And Mad might have found this fight the wrong side. But Karzi with a massive apotheosis. It's a double kill as he goes into Resurrection. And suddenly it's a 4v3. But Karzi gets shut down by FBI. Double kill for FBI. Teleport coming in from Palafox. Niski is going low. Palafox jumps over the wall, shot down onto Niski, and it's an ace, a triple kill for FBI as the Mad Lions fall. They take a bad fight, and now NRG are in a position to get the soul and start pressuring to end. Hey, Dokla. They send everything onto Dokla, but look at where Niski and Chasey are. Nowhere to be seen. Karzi tries to turn this fight around so hard. He tries so hard to turn this fight around, but Palafox contracts, airbornes him. Palafox hits him with the stun. And Palafox comes in with the teleport. And now NRG will get their second Baron of the game. Is it 2 Barons now? Third Baron of the game, it seems. And, ooh. What are... I thought it was going to be what's NRG's answer, but now what is Mad's answer? Back down 4,000 gold. They have found the fights to get them back into the game. Mom Almortius was huge there for Dokla to keep him alive that much longer. And now with the Guardian Angel, you got to kill FBI twice. You got to kill him twice. He's level 18, full build. This is going to be insanely hard to do with the Knight's Vow on him now, too. So he's going to be redirecting his damage to or his health taken, or some damage taken by Ignar, and his damage dealt's going to heal Ignar up a little bit, too. It's just going to be really tough to figure out. With that Baron, they're going to be able to start pushing in a lot of waves. The angle for Mad Lions, the door is closing slowly. They need a big Neela play with the LDR now, but they still have 2.5 minutes on the Resurrection for Neela. That's just going to be really tough. Contracts. Walking forwards. FBI all alone, but they know Ignar's going over, so they leave him. And now the Nature's Grasp is out. It's going to hit the Jarvan. It's still going to hit the Neela despite Hylissang positioning. Palafox throws another Rumble ult into the Abyss. Just more equalizers into the Abyss. Nothing gained. Literally, that was a waste. He threw it so late. But it's already back up. Can't steal that one specifically. Ignar's going to take a bit of damage, and Hilly's forced to ulti. And they're just going to stand there and wait out this ultimate and this healing. Second inhib. Their exit's going to be cut off by Niski, but is it even going to matter? They have 30 seconds on the Baron if they really want to make one last play here, but they won't. They know they'll take their last Baron-empowered recalls and reset. Good plays from NRG here. They get 2 inhibs, and that's a lot of time on their side. Still 350 till the first inhib respawns, so they got plenty of time to gain control. They will have inhibitors down when the Elder spawns. Both Elder and Baron respawn will have an open inhib, so they can threaten to end the game if a wave pushes in. At 39 minutes, this game. Longest is 40-something. So we've got quite the time sink ahead of us if that's the case. FBI just topside doesn't know Elyoya's up here, but Elyoya knows better than to fight FBI at this point. Contract spotted out, and they're going to steal the red buff away. Ignar walking forwards. Elyoya just throws it into the bush there. Throws a stun into the brush. Karzi. Res available now. And a minute is the timer on next major fight, pretty much. And NRG are going to keep the pressure on by throwing in another turret going down. Whoa. And there's the damage charts. I was expecting to see 32,000 from FBI. I will find the most damage dealt in a single game later. Because that's a lot of effort to find. Like, that's a lot of work to find out. 32k is pretty up there, though. Exact amount unknown. Elyoya's spotted on the flank this time. Doko's going to be able to back him up. Palafox, and this is what I was expecting. He's going to end. Chasey's going back now as FBI jumps in onto Niski, forced to go golden, but they're going to get the Elder Dragon, and isn't this really Shays? But he's going to get the turret. Chasey's going low, and NRG take out the Mad Lions in the front door play with the Elder. Oh my goodness, the front door works as NRG go to the 2-1 pool in a chaotic victory against the Mad Lions. And oh boy, how do they find that? The Mad Lions did not think about it, and it's exactly what I thought was going to happen. When the major objective spawns, the Mad Lions were going to have to commit and NRG were gonna have the angle to end the game, and it's exactly how it goes for the Mad Lions, and that's absolutely tragic. They clawed their way back into there, had one bad fight that eventually would cost them so much control. And NRG, you see them, well, you don't hear, but they are shaking they are sighs of relief, of exhilaration that they survived that game, and now have at least two best of threes ahead of them, or two guaranteed BO3s ahead of them to lock in a playoff spot. And they will join T1 in the 2-1 pool. And boy, does it feel good. Next, Fnatic, who I don't remember who they played, but they won their second game. No, yeah, they beat GAM, pretty senseless. So they got to move on to the 1-1 pool. BLG, who just lost out who pretty much lost draw by facing JDG, are in the 1-1 pool, and the winner will join T1 and NRG in the 2-1 pool with a shot at playoffs in a few days. And welcome back to the kimchicast for game 3 of whatever today is, technically day 4 of the World Swiss stage. Fnatic, Billy Gaming heading straight into draft as we are excited. I mean, yeah, BLG will get blue. Yep, Billy are the second seed. They will get blue side by choice. And these two teams are looking polar opposites. I mean, yes, Billy Gaming got absolutely bodied by JDG, as they have been for most of the year. But JDG are the best team at this tournament, probably by a long shot. Meanwhile, Fnatic got to face GAM, who I love, but they are not really a competitor. They aren't really showing many signs of being alive past like 10 minutes. I mean, Fnatic just rolled them, so they didn't look alive at all. But Billy are a bit better of a team, and that's going to be Orianna for Yagao immediately, and Oscar Rinnan having fun with the hovers. And look at that pick ban rate. And you see that pick rate right below it? That means Orianna's banned in like 70% of the games so far. And it's just, I mean, Fnatic, you gotta think of something here, because you're up against a wildly strong team, and they're gonna take the Poppy here. Mostly banned away this tournament, banned in half of the games so far, and played in 3. So Fnatic getting their hands on a potentially powerful pick, and these are some hovers of all time, as they will just take the Kai'Sa, it seems. Very smart choice from Noah. And you see that pick rate, and Kai'Sa's win rate, I believe, also just dropped again. No, just one. Yeah, FBI just got a win on it. And Jun, I call him Jun multiple times. It should just be a Rakan even into the Poppy. Rakan is insanely strong. Rakan. I hate words. And here you could just take your ADC, probably, and call it a day. And, ooh, the Tristana for Elk. And this will be interesting, because Tristana is one of the alternative ADCs. Again, with Xayah and Kalista banned, you really got to start getting creative with your picks. And Humanoid with an answer to Orianna we've seen a couple times, and it's been a mixed bag for the most part. If Akali's win rate will pop up here, please show the win rate, because I'm pretty sure it's like 2 and 3. 3 and 2. But the Akali, very strong here. Lee Sin, taken away from Jun. Rumble taken away from Oscar Rinnan. Interesting. By taken away, so jungle, not popular with Fnatic. And it will be the Rel or Leona or Alistar. Wow. All of them pretty solid into the Rakan. And it's going to just be Trimby's pick. With the Nautilus banned away, Alistar does seem to be the most popular support after Rakan and Ali. And Bin, even into the Poppy, takes the Jaximus. And Sejuani, and there's so many jumps on this team. 4 members can get grounded by Poppy. So, it's going to be tough. And what's the top lane counter pick? It will be Poppy. And Ivern into the Sejuani. And they are Iverning. And there it is. It's an interesting pick. It's been picked it's been picked a few times here. I think it's seen 4 games. It's seen a ton of bans for reasons. No stats on the Ivern. Interesting. We can do it again. No, you can't. No, you can't. This team is worse than that. Okay, they're better than that, but this team is worse than probably the 2018 team. And boom. I do think... Ow. I think Fnatic have a bit of a draft advantage, but I don't know how what that's going to translate into in terms of the game. Because Fnatic is not nearly as skilled as BLG is. And I'm not even afraid of saying that. Like, JD or BLG is probably 3rd, 4th best team of this tournament. Meanwhile, Fnatic aren't even considered the strongest team from their region. And Humanoid knows to get aggressive here, though. Yagao is going to be able to just put it right back into him. Humanoid and Yagao again duking it out. It is exactly what BLG like. But Yagao's going to be able to heal back up. Yeah, no, Razork's not going for any shenanigans, it seems. As Yagao just gets his wave pushed in so he can go and see what the Ivern is up to. There's the ward. And Humanoid is just experiencing the Akali-Orianna matchup by getting absolutely bullied. Otherwise, Elk and On, once again, into the Kaisa, able to push this out pretty much, no problems. But now Trimby, level 2. That's just going to be a plating. Already a plating dropping for the BLG bot side. It's pretty impressive. Oh my goodness, Bin. Auto cancels galore. Is Bin better at getting cannons than some of our friends? Than one of our other friends who also played Jax yesterday, Daron. Ow. Piss, that hurt. Pulled my hair a little bit. You heard nothing. And Razor going to just recall here. Got his clear down. And same with Jun. Both want to back for that early boots, I'm assuming. Nope, not going to happen for a while. Okay. Oh, and Elk going to get jumped up by Trimby, but On going to return the favor with a grand entrance, and Trimby just trampling away. No actual use of the passive, or no actual use of the trample stacks, sadly. Trimby going in. Elk gets flashed onto, has no cleanse, and it's going to be first blood for Noah as Elk gets locked down by Trimby Razork. And BLG are going to have to find an answer elsewhere on the... Or not even elsewhere on the map. They're going to have to find an answer to that play. And here comes Razork. Up to Yagao. Can just land the root. Jumps over the wall. Humanoid. Yagao's going to possibly secure this kill. Flash for flash. The shield saves Humanoid. Shun can't go over the wall. And now Fnatic lead 2-0. Oh my goodness. Man, Ivern is so stupid right now in this state. Really, really dumb that he gets a reshield if the shield doesn't hit anything. It's kind of dumb. Bin can't jump onto Oscarinen. It's the power of the... not Audacious Charge. What is the ability? And then just good WQ from Trimby there to allow the rest of the team to follow it up. Steadfast. Oof. Bin gonna get a little bonk from the Steadfast presence, but Oscarinen not really able to do much else. Now Fnatic in the driver's seat for the time being. Oh, I heard that one. And now you see the CS coming through for the Jacks, though. CS lead is really big for him. 10 now. It's already pretty open. On. Finds Humanoid. And Fnatic should just be able to get this. I don't... Yeah, Jun is top side. I do not see an angle for BLG to even fight this safely without just being dead. And here comes Yagao. This could be really over. Biscuits just thrown out. Are they even going to need it? No. Jun throws the ult forward. The frozen flail catches Oscar Rinnan. And all that's needed has been to enter an evasive stance and beat Oscar Rinnan over the head with a lamppost. That was it. And they're going to get something in return for this. Daisy's out. Daisy. And Daisy has picked a new target of her desire. They're just going to jump onto Humanoid. Humanoid, nice combo so far. Gets stunned up, but they can't hit her. Jun, nice knockup, but now Trimby's here. For extra resistance, Jun's going to fall to Trimby. On's going to kill Humanoid. Ends the portal combat. Double kill for Trimby. And On is able to jump away. I don't know what the was. I was trying to say Jun falls to Trimby, but a double kill for the cow. And Noah going to get jumped on, but Buster shots Noah away. Elk just running forward. And that was just really big there from Fnatic. Oof. That was just... Should have just went for the thing. Double kills coming in. Trimby, absolute GOAT. Damn. And BLG need to find the angles here. They really have an angle they need to find. Teleport's available. That was a stun. And now it's on Fnatic to really push their advantage here, and they will with starting the Herald. Ow. But now they're just going to jump onto Bin here. Clearing out the wave instantly, but Oscar Rinnan gets the pin. And Counter-Strike was used to block something. Teleport coming in. Humanoid. Not in a great spot. Oscar Rinnan able to just run forward. And now Yagao's down here to help BLG's push in the bot lane. Oof. Tries to use that to clear the wave, but it just doesn't. Now they're just gonna have to dive him. Tough. Trimby takes a ton of damage here from the charge. Now jumping forward. Trimby going super low. Humanoid maybe has an angle here. Trimby not going to find anything and forced to go into the unbreakable will. And that's going to be... There it is. Shut down because he was 2-0. It's shut down for Elk, and that's what you'll want to see. It's now time to... I mean, they got to start pushing stuff. Oscar should be fine here. Yep, there's the stomp. There's the audacious charge. And should be fine. Rift Herald's going to be spawned here. Not going to finish the turret, but Oscar Renton should actually be able to. Humanoid. Bomb thrown onto him. Gets stunned. And Elk is going to find the kill onto Humanoid. It's pretty much under the turret. That's massive there. As Elk is now 2-1. Has the Kraken Slayer available. And that's the lane economy snapshot you want to see if you're BLG. For the most part, they regain their lead through team fighting. And by team fighting, I mean murdering 2 people. So that's pretty big. So look at this. With the bomb landed, it's going to be every bit of damage. Buster shot thrown out at the end there. And it's pretty big for BLG. Oh, wrist stitches. That turret will fall to the minions. Should fall to the minions. Oscar will have to go up and finish it himself. But first turret for Fnatic. Oof. Humanoid's gonna get the rocket belt done. Oof. Nope. And they're just gonna be able to keep this wave pushed. And the Moonstone finished on Razork, so that's gonna be shielding to two teammates simultaneously. Going to get jumped. Well, ow, that hurt. But not a ton of damage. And he's going to be perfectly fine, even with the Poppy Seed trigger. And now Trimby jumping forward. They don't know he's in the pit just yet. Now they know he's there. Trimby spotted out. Now he's running for his life. But no one's going to keep this mid-wave push, but Elk is right here to answer. Daisy's out now. Daisy's so low, but the shield's going to keep Daisy alive for the time being. Oscar looking for probably a place to use his ultimate, but he's just going to get headbutted over the wall, or into the wall, and now it's a 4v5 for BLG, make it a 3v5 as they send, I believe that's Elk to the Shadow Realm. Yagawa's to flash away, and now Jun in the middle of everybody as he runs forward. Bin coming in hot onto Humanoid. It's going to be one kill. Yagawa running from Oscar Rinnan. Oscar just able to run so far forward. Poppy is just such a nightmare to deal with now. And Fnatic again maneuver or force out a long fight from BLG that goes in their favor. Uh-oh. And there it is. Goodbye, Elk. Is he gonna live it? Don't. Oh, didn't even need the shield, but he gets one anyways. And Oscar is wowing the crowd out here in Korea. The heist. What? I mean, escape artist Oscar. I want to see how I need the observers. I don't think they're going to do it, but I need the observers to see how much health he had left after that explosion before he got shielded again. And now it's going to be a Drake fight here just so soon after the last one ended. I don't know what BLG are going to be able to do here. Teleport coming in from Humanoid. He's going to be instantly stunned, and that's a good chunk of damage onto the mid laner of BLG. But there goes Jun, and this should be a free dragon, and that's the go button onto on from Trimby. Humanoid jumps forward, gets stunned up. The redemption from Razork is going to keep Humanoid alive for the time being. Oh, Elk gets hit by the Steadfast Presence, but he's going to keep living. The rapid fire machine, the machine gun that is Elk right now. Jun going to get jumped up by Trimby, but Trimby gets Elk onto the killing spree, and he goes forward again. Jun just runs into the Poppy, and now BLG have found a fight they like. And now they have the advantage, not even the advantage, but now they found something to get them back into this game. They're basically 2,000 gold ahead. They lose a second Drake, which is fine, to be honest, but that is... You lose a second Drake, it's Chemtech Soul, but that's just suboptimal. Good jump onto, well, on. It's really good. Humanoid just doesn't get enough damage. Look how much health on has. That is a tick. Nice stun there from Trimby to stop Elk. But now, Elk is just surviving as he gets Trimby. Jun will kill... Oh my god, will kill Oscar with his, I believe... Yep, Bombies. Brutal. And so... That's just really good from BLG. Exactly what they needed. They needed to slow Fnatic down. Fnatic were able to just, not even blitz, just outlast them in those team fights. They were just they would just play the waiting game, and it was more than enough. This turret should just be gone, yeah. And so the mid lane opened up 15,000 damage from Elk and Poppy. being the balanced champion she is, 12,000 damage as a full tank Poppy. Oh my goodness, this champion has such good damage numbers. Poppy is just a nightmare champion. She builds 5 tank items and one-shots you. She's the ultimate assassin. The greatest assassin in the game. What is up with those recall circles? Two items on the ADCs, but Tristana still... The Elk is ahead, so we'll have the last Whisper available on his end. Elk is so far ahead of Noah. Again, half an item ahead. And now Jun going to get onto Trimby, who's forced to Unbreakable Will out of the Glacial Prison. So not a bad force. But BLG and Fnatic play kind of... Fnatic has found an answer to BLG. BLG want fast, messy team fights, but Fnatic have been weaving their way around it. Elongating team fights, making BLG wait and waste time. What the... But Jack's 2 items now going towards that Zanya's. Need to find the angle. They need... I mean, they're going to just try and stall here for as long as they can. Poppy's the only thing that's going to keep getting stronger. Or any stronger to worry about. Ivern will, but all champions will. In that context. Already 30 seconds on this Drake. If Fnatic don't get this dragon, you can almost kiss the Drake soul happening goodbye today. And anyone behind? No, that's been behind, actually. And now, Oscar doesn't really have smite. Trimby going to get a nice flash Q. But Oscar's going to send 2 back to spawn. And now BLG are in an uneven fight. Elk needs to start running. Humanoid, nice buster shot from Elk. And a 4-man counter strike for Bin. And Fnatic thought they had the angle, but Bin from out of nowhere finds 4 with the counter-strike. He secures a triple kill for himself, and BLG are going for Baron. Oh my goodness, what an ulti from Oscar. But in the end, it doesn't matter because Bin comes and uses that to his advantage to just jump onto 4. And this was good. They put everything into her, but a buster shot keeps everyone alive. And then, boom, in 4. Bin finds 4 members of Fnatic standing together for one reason or another. And that's brutal for Fnatic to go through. And now it's a 6k gold lead. You're up against the Baron. Your Drake stacking is gone. What is the win con for Fnatic here? And look at the damage. That is easily the most in a team fight. Probably. I think we have a 6K earlier, but 5,500 is pretty up there. Oscar going to get the stun onto Bin, but it feels like fighting. It just feels like the odds are not on their side. Look at the shielding. And now they're losing their top or their mid inhibitor turret. And now their inhibitor's gone. It's 27 minutes in. What are you going to do? Oscar Rinnan. Razork, you can't hide the turret. It's not an option, but he's trying anyways. On gets found by Trimby, actually. And this turret is getting sieged. They're gonna get healed back up, but another cannon's here already. Bin has Zanya's now, has another has a BF sword. And he's just gonna go bot. And now has the calm come through? No, that is a top tier. And the ignite burned for Noah's recall. To cancel Noah's recall. Humanoid into Jun. And 20 seconds left. Bin should be able to get this bot tier 2. Doesn't spot out Bin. Or, well, doesn't spot out Humanoid. But Bin knows. And now it's 7K ahead. Which doesn't feel like a lot compared to what we've played through. Some of the gold diffs we played through even today alone. But it's just so much. Fnatic are just not. Ew, I have hair on me. All right. A massive root finds Jun into 4 members of Fnatic. They're going to send away on. But the Shockwave finds 4 members as well. And now they have no ejection button. They're going to jump onto one. And On takes no damage. Gets stomped on his engage. Oscar Rinnan takes so much there, though. They're going to be able to push back BLG for the time being. Drake available. They don't need to go for the end here. And I think it's just going to be someone catching top wave, someone getting clearance in this top jungle. And Bin starting to push out this top wave on Soul Point. No one dies here, but Trimby sending Jun into everyone. But they can't burst him down. On gets ejected from the fight in a massive 3-man shockwave. And now Bin just not really doing anything. On's engage gets canceled. But it's perfectly fine as they get what they want. On, don't do it. Dashes away. And now, BLG, 25 seconds till the Baron spawns. They don't really have an end yet. They don't have something like Palafox on their side. They don't have someone who can really end this game alone. And the inhib's not even going to be really up for it. 20 seconds on this inhib pretty much by the time the Baron spawns. It's going to be a big Baron fight. On. Might have stepped up a bit far, gets the engage back onto Trimby, and that's a lot of damage coming through the Unbreakable Will. Trimby already going down, and Elk will go unstoppable. They're jumping into the backline here. Humanoid instantly goes golden. Bin flashes. The keeper's verdict is going to be kept from jumping away into the rest of the team, but Oscar gets stunned up. Bin goes unstoppable, and BLG should be able to start ending now. And he's just going to back. And he's coming back with a Caulfields. Has the Guardian Angel. Has. And everything ends. Anti-climax of the Century of Flash. With the Grand Entrance going forwards. All the turrets are down now. Humanoid flashes away. Trimby tries to kill Bin by putting him in the fountain. And BLG join T1 and NRG in the 2-1 pool. Just did not seem just fell off after a while. Fnatic had such an advantage state at some points, just for it to fall apart. Nothing comes through in the end. Those neon signs have to be insanely hot to hold, by the way. Like, ow. And BLG send Fnatic to 1 game away from elimination. And very, very well played here. Very well played. Can't argue. They did something really good. And what the heck is this? I have no clue what that has to do with any of this, but sure. Bunt. It's got to hurt for Europe, as they will only have... They will have 1 team in the 2-1 pool, and that is it. Everyone else is 1-2 or 0-2. But for China, the expectations are upheld, as they have another team entering the 2-win threshold. And speaking of China's expectations, Weibo Gaming looks to make China the only region, or makes China the first region to have every team reach 2 wins as they take on KT Rolster in the last best of 1 of the World Championships. One more time, we are back for the last best of 1 of the World Championships as Weibo Gaming and KT Rolster get to business. Korea's 3 seed, China's 4 seed. Danny, the prodigal son of China. He's not the prodigal son of China. Prodigal son of Korea. I think I just call everyone that, though. I call anyone that because it's funny. Like, they left, the prodigal son. Anyways, that's not what prodigal means. I know. Shut up. Now, the Weibo Gaming, it's tough. It's really tough because KT Rolster were good, smashed. Actually, they went into the extra distance against D plus Kia and came out on mostly unscathed. Weibo Gaming, pretty sure got curb stomped last game. I think they did. Don't remember. Like, I'm trying to remember. Where's JDG? Or not JDG. Kaisa locked in for aiming. Zaya and Rakan banned away from Lehens. They want none of it. Oh, Weibo Gaming beaten by G2 on... Eventually. I mean, a great play from G2. Weibo Gaming... Or not Weibo. KT Rolster got their loss in game 1 and came back to win their second game against D plus Kia. A nail biter, that one, too. And the Orianna taken for the Shy... Not the Shy. For Xiaohu. the Shy locked it in. I always do this every time, even when just thinking of it. I just do it to myself. It's weird. And are we going to see the Shy's Rumble again? Yup. We will be seeing the Rumble locked in. 6-2 at the World Championship so far. Very strong and not really wanted to be picked by the opponents. Probably going to see the Rumble with the Kaisa. Not super surprising. They work well together. Sorry, I'm distracted. And, ooh, Nico is open, and Azir is open here. Both sides leaving these champions unchecked, and it will be BDD on the Nico. We haven't seen that one in a bit. A nice pick ban rate, though, but a 5-3 win rate. Or win record. This could be really big, though. Xiaohu, very, very, very good, obviously. So this could be very difficult for BDD to maneuver, and it's going to be Wei Wei going on to the Jarvan. No bot lane for Light and Crisp at all here. So, Weibo really going to have a narrow pool here. Why did that pop up? I really don't know why that popped up here. Anyways, Rel banned away. So, KT not thinking about going the Rel jungle. Don't want to give it over to the support. Nocturne banned away from Cuz. Okay. And Renata banned away from Crisp. Interesting. Hasn't done much of the hook champion this time. He's just been playing Alistar. He's playing Alistar, like in Rakan all tournament. And Leona taken for Crisp. He has actually, I believe he's the only win on Leona so far. Pretty much hasn't been contested all tournament besides being locked in. And Cuz considering the Lee Sin. Woo! Boredom. Oh. Oh. Ah. It would have been awesome. It would have been so great. As could have been great. Ah. And if you remember last year, the fiasco that was Lehen's Singed at Worlds last year, it was terrible. It went awfully, and Genji did lose. It was saddening. I think it was Genji's only loss of the play. I'm willing to bet it was Genji's only loss of the playoffs. I am willing to bet. Or it was their only loss of the group stage. And Sivir, is that the answer here? Lol, it was. And it will be 300 CS. It's 300 CS time. Oh, weird. Lehen's is Singed. Lost them the game against RNG. Weird. The angles are... I think they have the stronger ADC, stronger support. I think the Shy and Weiwei have the better combo, or better jungle top lane, and I like Xiaohu's pick more. But I do like KT's angle still. They have a good angle in terms of what their goal is clear. They want a team fight. Meanwhile, Weibo running the throw everything. Like, they're on the throw everything in for a fight. That's Rapid. I forgot Rapid Star was coaching goddamn KT Rolster, dude. Sometimes you just forget. One of the greatest to ever touch the game are coaching still. It's weird, man. It's so weird to think about. But both have interesting angles, but it's really going to come down to execution, which I still think, despite the seeding, I think Weibo have the better of. I do think Weibo have better execution on their plays than KT Rolster do. And into the last game of the day, last BO1, thankfully, as tomorrow marks the start of like 4 straight days of, or like 2, 3 or 4 days of best of 3s in a row. Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Let me at him. I want to see the right. What is that? Oh, Outer World. Yeah, whatever it's called. You know the one. Not. I have it. World Breaker or World Ender. No, World Breaker. It's just gonna be I think it's gonna be a pretty chill early game. I don't see any angles where Weibo actually can get in there and fist fight KT too hard, besides Weiwei being on a more aggressive early jungle. That's really the only angle I see for Weibo to get active in the early game in terms of starting Pandemonium. And Kaz is going to start the Wolves. Keen. A good spot here. So he's going to be able to get this Q3 if he wants to, or hold it. And the Shy just going to juke him. I thought he was going to just hold it for a wave, to be honest. And the Comet coming in clutch. And just going to keep landing these onto Keen. Just able to really abuse that range advantage. And now the Shy with the Electro Harpoon. Going to be able to just continue to really pressure the Shy here. Or pressure Keen. What? Did I say the Shy could pressure the Shy? Interesting. And as expected, BDD should be able to get the early push here. Into Xiaohu, into Orianna, really. It's not hard to do. Weiwei warding as he goes to clear his top side. And with the Krugs clear, they're on completely opposite sides of the map, and both of their lanes are pushed. I don't see a lane gank coming top side anytime soon into a Cassante, gonna be honest. I don't really see 100% the angle either to go bot side for either jungle. Because the Shy is just going to be dealing damage here for the most part. It's going to be Scuttle until what? As you see, Lahen's rotate up here. And Cuz actually comes all the way up. And that's just enough for Weiwei to back up in terms of getting stuff. And now Weiwei is spotted out. We'll just back here as Lahens and Cuz are going to just take these. Or just will easily take the Scuttle Crab. Double Scuttle time. Xiaohu gonna get hit again. And staying cloned. I don't know if staying cloned has any benefits, but it's being so often used by BDD specifically. Like, BDD continues to do it all the time. The story of KT. They are discussing KT and how dumb their move was to draft to choose T1 in playoffs was a choice. Teleport out of Keen now. Shy. The Shy. God, I gotta actually, like, this is the only player you have to say the for. You know that? Because if you don't have the in front of it, it's a different player entirely. And Weibo, Light, going to get hit. Crisp, going to get comboed, getting CC'd. And the stun landing onto Light from Cuz. Light going to throw down all the damage. Or throw out his W with lethal tempo there. And Weiwei's here. And now BDD is here. Crisp going to get hit. And First Blood's going to go to Weiwei, but Weiwei's going to get pop blossomed as they will trade it 1-for-1, and KT Rolster will be in a good spot right now. Xiao already backing. The Shy, how do you dodge that? Just the narrowest of dodges from the Shy there. Good answers from... Well played from Weibo to get the first blood there. That was pretty fun from BDD. That's the fun Nico gets. When you use two different two champions simultaneously staring at each other. I don't get the strategy behind picking some of these. Like, why don't you pick Cuz there? That matters a lot. I think that's just a better one to pick. Why do you pick the guy who's already in there? At that point, it doesn't matter, though. That's just for the ulti. It's just to disguise an ult. All of it. All of it's a bait. Angles. Gonna get the all out. Q3 Shy running around. Ult in the wave. Legendary plays, and BDD will steal the kill. And the Shy gets like 4 minions in response, which means he wins. That's not good. And now Cuz on the top side means Weiwei will go for the Drake instead. And now KT in a good spot. I mean, not Drake-wise, but now BDD has a gold lead. A big gold lead. And now Lehens, the secret second Lehens. Oh, second Lehens doesn't get found out. They're not going to get a kill. Jumps forward, they will. Aiming killer instincts forward, and BDD is the sneakiest tomato. Oh, baby, the sneaky tomato works. The Cataclysm going to force the flash out of aiming. A nice ulti from Lehens. And Weiwei's going to fall. Light versus Lehens. I don't know if Light can keep this going. Lehens has no mana, but Lehens is also going to die. And the sneak, the stealth, the 15, like the stealth 100. I think they only caught on to something being wrong at the last moment, and it was too late. Crisp dies for the cause. Or not for the cause, to the stealth. And a nice play here. But Light just doesn't have just quite the damage. That Q missing will get him killed by aiming instead of Lehens. And the hook misses the actual Lehens. Actual Lehens, I promise. Are they looking for a dive here, though? I don't think they can. Lehens is too far away. Oh, man. BDD. You're making me love this I mean, I already love Nico. She's so much fun. But this is exactly what I expected. Exactly what I want from Nico players. Keen, are you looking for an angle here? Weiwei spotted out. And BDD's making plays. $1,000 gold lead for cuz. There we go. It 30 CS almost. Meanwhile, the bot lane's seeing an almost 20 CS difference, but that should be closing up as Light is recalled and aiming is on the map. Or aiming is in lane at the moment. Crisp has found cuz. And the flash onto cuz. Weiwei gets caught out with the pop blossom and everything else. And now Keen's going all out, but BDD will get shut down. Not even shut down, just killed by the Shy. But the Shy is in the middle of nowhere, middle of 4. And now cuz with the rumble. Oh my goodness. And now, oh. Light not going to hit the hook. And that's going to be the end of the play. And oh my goodness. Cuz finds Weiwei. And Weiwei gets found by BDD despite going unstoppable. Then Keen takes Crisp to the other side of the wall. The Shy is in the middle of 4. So not looking too hot. Double kill for Keen here. And cuz isn't doing too... Or cuz is cooking right now. Cuz is buzzing. There we go. The Shy has done so much damage, but it hasn't done much outside of that. Meanwhile, aiming and BDD are getting up there in damage, and they're doing a ton. 3-1 and 3 on... Ooh, for aiming. Lehens. Oh, it's blown. And now Weiwei is going to get returned onto stunned, and aiming has a 4th kill. This is just brutal. Crisp absolutely blows it, and that's why he's not known for his hook champions recently. Keen, sieging mid, it's going to take forever, and look at the gold difference. Cuz has been everywhere this game. Yeah, there's someone outside, I think. It's only 9 o'clock. But oh boy, it's not going too hot for Weibo. Keen jumps onto the Shy. The Shy just going to turn around, walk away, and now it's overheat time. He's going to get all outed onto, but is he going to be able to run away? The Shy flash is going to dodge the Q3. And you see that win probability. That's not good. And it's going rough. Weibo Gaming have not haven't found much into this game. The Korean crowd is absolutely loving this, though, as KT Rolster are looking real good. And is this going to be... Lands walks away. And now... how does he... And then just hits Weiwei. Just, bruh. Four, 1, and 3. 2 full items now. That's not good. That's pretty bad if I do say so myself. You don't want to give up 2 full items to an ADC at 16 minutes. Not normal. And, I mean, with aiming going topside now, is able to clear out everything. Lahens spotted out. The hook lands. The Shy, nowhere to run. The solar flare immediately going to be cleansed. He doesn't care if it didn't hit. Lahens flashing away now. Crisp getting jumped onto, running to the turret, looking for solace. The turret's not going to fall. Now it will, thanks to the Herald, though, and aiming. And spotted out. That's BDD, not the actual Keen. And that's going to be the top tier 2 falling. Very good push so far for KT. And they can just back out if they really want to, as they win. And they are just playing so damn well. This is... It is going okay for KT Rolster, and that is as much as I will say about it. Because if I say anything more, I would be getting excited. And that's the... There's an unspoken rule as... Oh, PDD. Can they count? Can Weibo Gaming count? Oh, nope. Bail's on the play. There's no one from Weibo Gaming there. No play made. And KT making nice plays happen. Just uses it in case of emergency. And then Crisp. Yeah, Crisp ain't gonna be long for this world. Meanwhile, we still haven't had a Baron spawn. 7,000 gold lead. Lahens Don't do it. We're just going to walk at... Lan's just going to walk at him. Flash out of Xiaohu. The dodge. Is it going to be enough, though? Crisp is going to lock down Cuz. Cuz is going to get stuck. The solar flare is not going to connect, though. But now they're all cut up from escaping. Weibo Gaming have found something. They found one catch out. Uh-oh. Oh, but Keen, can Keen turn it around? Eamon goes on a rampage, but Eamon's going to be shut down by Xiaohu, and now it's Keen versus everybody as he goes all out, but it's a shutdown double kill for Xiaohu, and I mean, I wasn't even excited, but Weibo decided it was too exciting for KT and shut them down. Oh, KT Rollster. Their enemies determined they were too excited to watch them. And there's everything going wrong there. They missed both forms of CC with just one flash. And Light gets a kill. Xiaohu's going to find 2 massive kills here. You thought it was going to happen? No. And now, Weibo, an influx of gold. Still 5,000 down, but an influx of money is what matters. This is a good spot. They're going to get their second dragon here. This is the dumbest movie ever. I'm so excited for it. Anyways, KT, easy second Drake. 21 minutes second dragon. They've just been spending so much time fighting top lane. And Kraken Slayer finished now. 4 Light. Just going to be nice here. Meanwhile, Nashor's Tooth coming up for aiming. Or will be coming up for aiming. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing... Not Bork. Shoot. Not Runons. I can't think of anything. Never mind. We've seen Boots coming from Light. Oh, yeah. Pretty sick build. Only player without Boots is Light. I need to sneeze. Okay, sneeze is not going to happen. I give up. Cuz just avoiding the vision of the control ward, probably knowing it's there already. No, actually they don't. The Shy bot side waiting for TP to respawn. Or TP to come back up so he can get into this fight. But he might just start walking now. And now Cuz finds Crisp. Start clearing out this vision. Or vision denial from Weibo. Keen pushing bot lane. Someone has to answer, so it will be the Shy who has TP available. Going down to answer Keen's push. Meanwhile, Light answering the mid push and will be able to easily rotate back. Wei. Found out. Ooh, nice dodge. Ugh. Light not having a bad game, just aiming is having a pretty solid one for all things considered, pretty solid one. What is the angle? I mean, are they going to wait for Drake here? What is that animation for cause? What? I'm just listening to I'm just enjoying the commentary because honestly, it's true. It's absolutely hilarious. And they're gonna spot out BDD with the clone, or they're gonna spot out wait with the clone. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, but KT's cursed. It's pretty canon. It's pretty confirmed that KT's cursed. You can't mention the word. I did say I was not excited, and you can't mention the word excited around KT Roaster, or else they start losing. It's just the rules. They just start losing games. Mentioning the word excited around them causes them to lose. It's weird. This is just neither team wants to be the one to engage because both sides are kind of here for counter engage. KT just gonna stall for time, knowing that Weibo have to run into them, and that's kind of what they want. And now it's a Mountain Drake time. Soul Point. And a passive game coming from KT Rolster after a something of an early game. I don't know. Whoops. Tedium. What is he is going for? I know what he's going for. It's just so hard to get money as a support. Oh my goodness, the passivity is killing me. Just waiting for it. The longer KT wait, the stronger the Sivir's going to get. Has the LDR finished already? And now they're going to pull the trigger. It's time for Baron. Crisp is going to get jumped on here. And it's everyone off from KT. And no damage and no kills come through. There we go. No, relayming's right there. That is relayming. Okay. Just neither wants to pull the trigger. They can't afford to pull the trigger. But Crisp might be the trigger pull. As Cuz is jumping onto Weiwei here. Keen's already half health. Light is just able to do so much damage. Solar Flare onto Keen is not going to land. And now they're going to Baron. Keen teleports back in. And now the Shy teleport, or not the Shy, Xiaohu teleports back in. They need to get over the wall. Keen going to try and pull Weiwei into a combo. He will. Aiming. Gets Weiwei down. Cuz is going to try and finish the Baron. Crisp is going low, but Xiaohu is on a killing spree. The Baron not going to be stole, but BDD takes so much damage from that equalizer. Cuz needs to ulti away, but Xiaohu is chasing. And Cuz spotted out again. And now the split fight of a lifetime. Cuz gets killed by the shockwave. And now the Shy running away. Light is trying to walk forwards. Keen has a lot of shielding available right now. Gets Q3'd into everybody. But he's going to be able to survive with the audacious bravery shield. Crisp flies forward for the cause. Aiming jumps in now. Xiaohu is here. The Q. And Xiaohu gets the shutdown onto Light, and the Baron is going horribly wrong for KT Rolster. Everything has gone wrong for KT. They get the Baron, and they get chased off the map. They get 4 deaths. Weiwei just gets comboed. And then Lens is just getting soloed off in a corner of the map. And then, oh boy, if you like looking at tiny, tiny projections of these characters, I have news for you. BDD's trying to recall. BDD will recall. And then Shockwave. And this will be Weibo's second dragon of the game. And this is just continuing. And then Keen, the Shy, gets comboed. Has the audacious bravery shield. And then aiming and 3 deaths on the side. Actually 4. 4 members lose Baron, and now they're in the negative 300, negative 500 range on this Baron buff. BDD's the only member, and they're going to have to just try and fight it back. The issue with stalling for that long was that there was so much money, so much farm going into the Sivir that Sivir was just able to stack up items. And now a Banshee's Veil for aiming to try and stop Crisp and Xiaohu from just bullying. From bullying him. You see the win probability? It is kind of true here. That it's tough. Weibo, 6,000 go behind, but 1 dragon. Xiaohu better start moving. We'll be able to get away, and the ball will zone the Baron, but positive 10. They've got it back into the positives, and it's gone again. Weiwei gets caught, and now this might actually be the end for Weibo Gaming. Just when they got back into it, Weiwei gets caught, overextended, and a punish from KT Rolster. The positive 100 on that gold on the Baron buff, by the way. Just the worst Baron buff I think I've ever seen that actually went the full 3 minutes. But look at the money aiming has now. 9 kills, 4 items. It's just going to be so difficult to take down the KT ADC. And you already see the parts for the Guardian Angel already coming through for Light. It's just going to be really tough. It's just, what do you do? Look at the damage from aiming. Absolute psychopath. 17,000, but nowhere near like that 22K we saw from, who was it last game? Oh, good camera work there. Lehens spotted out now. Weiwei's just going to jump onto him for a good chunk of damage here. Lehens doesn't even, like, flinch. Lehens just stands his ground. Crisp just hits Keen in the head. And with the respawn timers for Weibo Gaming, this might be it for them. The Shy is down immediately. BDD is so low. Keen is trying to find anything here. The shield comes in. A nice Cataclysm forces out the flash and the Heartbreaker. BDD on 1 health in a dream. And with these respawn timers, it would have been enough if they... Any ace is enough for KT to end the game. And the Shy is going to be up for this Baron. He will be able to teleport in. And somehow the Shy gets that off in time. I don't know how. But look at all this damage. Misses light with it. And Weiwei forced to flash out himself. And so now Kai'Sa with the death cap is pretty strong. On hit AP Kai'Sa. And the Shy is here. Meanwhile, Light is only going to continue to get stronger. Now he has the GA finished, which isn't there for aiming. Aiming gets bursted down. Aiming is gone. There is no returning. And Weibo are starting this. They're going to try and bait KT Rolster into this. We're only 36 minutes. This game feels like it's been going on forever. Xiaohu gets big mark. The AP damage is huge. The hook onto Crisp is aiming. Jumps into the backline, but such a large shield. But the Shy is so low. And there's no damage coming through from Weibo Gaming. Killing spree. Xiaohu's going to trade back 1. The Resurrect forced out from Light. Shut down for aiming. 6,000 damage in this fight. And aiming has just put the dagger in the heart of Weibo Gaming. I think maybe no. It's going to be a Baron angle. They can't end with this. The waves are in such a bad spot. Look where the wave is. They can't end on that. And now, look at that shield though. Massive shield. And everything just falls apart for Weibo here. Xiaohu has to run away, and the rest of Weibo were not running away with him. And it's a 4-4-1. Xiaohu. If he solos this, this is really good. But he needs to do it. He needs to finish it. And the smite comes through, and somehow Weibo Gaming have snuck themselves a Baron. With that, the Shy able to just leave. Gonna get all outed. Doesn't have flash available, and he's just gonna blow up as aiming goes unstoppable. And now Crisp hooked into all of it, and Cuz is gonna secure the kill. And now it's 3v5 Weibo Gaming. It will all be for naught. No way. They falter at the last possible hurdle. And now pushing forward is Cuz with the lance, with the flag and drag. Cuz, where are you going? And now the Nexus Turret 1 has fallen. Nexus Turret 2 has fallen. And it took 38 minutes. But Weibo Gaming will fall to KT Rolster. The comeback is denied. And in the end, KT somehow turned their early lead. And you hear the KT fans. They took their early lead. Almost lost all of it. And then turned it into a win in the end after 30 minutes of battling for it. And like 10 minutes posturing around that first Baron. You needed to see it. To not even see it, to believe it. You just need to understand how slow KT were playing. It was just a level of slow that I don't think many were comfortable with, or that many have witnessed before, because, yeah. It was sluggish. Just ouch. Absolutely ouch. But in the end, all that matters, KT Rolster are going to join T1. And, oh boy, the whole list. There is a list of teams they are joining here. They have a list of people. They join LNG, G2, T1, NRG, and Billy Gaming in the 2-1 pool. And that will be in a few days, actually, because those are best of 3. So that's a multi-day. And with the last of the best of ones coming to an end as KT take out Weibo Gaming, we move to tomorrow. The focus of tomorrow, as TL and GAM will fight for the right to survive to the to continue on to the 1-2 pool, and Damwon Kia take on Team BDS to survive another 3 days of the World Championships, where they will draw between C9, Mad, Fnatic, and Weibo Gaming for the final, or some of the last best of 3s at the World Championships, actually. It's going to be really complicated. It's going to be really interesting as we start with 2 games. Yeah, it will be 2 games of best of 3 of the 1-2 pool, and then the next day is 1 game of the 1-2 pool, 2 games of the, or I'm assuming the 1 game. So it'd be 2, 2, 2. It is spread out properly. It just doesn't read properly, because one day is going to be a 1-2 and a 2-2 and a 2-1. Doesn't matter. Anyways, tomorrow, TL GAM, Damwon Kia BDS. Winner of the best of 3s advance to the 1-2 stage. The losers are out of the World Championships. And try again next year.